everyone, welcome. If you are new here, my name is Hannah and this is my Flosstube. So it's all about cross stitching. And if you are returning, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. And I guess I'm just going to jump in because I have a lot to show, significantly more than I thought I would. I have a finish, I have a couple new starts, I have whips, I have haul, so I have quite a bit. And then I also have my last 30 for 30 draw, so kind of excited about that, and also a little bit sad because there was definitely a few projects in there that I would have loved to have gotten to, but alas, they'll just have to wait till future years, I guess. So let's start with my finish. So this month there was a 24-hour, or this month, it is November 1st, so forgive me. In October there was a 24 hours of cross stitch marathon, and when I can, I do love to participate in those. And so my goal was to just work on some projects that were close-ish to finishes, or that I'm hoping to finish this year. And this is one of them. So it got a bit of work during that, and then I just took a couple afternoons to fully finish her. So this is a floral portrait by Dimensions, and I'll have to cut some of those strands. So yeah, so she is a Dimensions kit. I don't know if she is still available. I got her at Joann's a couple of years ago when it was on clearance. So I'm very happy to be done with her. I've been wanting to finish her since like the beginning of the year, so I'm glad to finally be done, and I cannot wait to get her framed. She's been washed, so now she just needs to be ironed and framed. I just haven't had time. I have a frame. I bought some sticky board that'll stick her on, and hopefully she'll be up in a couple of days. Let's see here. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, I don't think I lost anything. All right, so I guess since we were talking about the 24 hours, I'll just continue with what I worked on during that. So I ended up doing about 20 hours of stitching between Friday and Sunday. And one of the other things I worked on is, darn it, I didn't grab the magazine. Oh well. And this is, I'll try to just put a picture of what this will look like. Bee Sampler by Stitch Rovia, and it is from I think it's the Animal Friends or Animal Favorites magazine from a couple years back. So what I did is I have finished in this. So this is all done. I finished this box and I worked on this and started that. So I don't have a ton left, as you can see, so I'm just gonna hold this for now. I have this here. So I got to finish off this jar. There's another jar here. There's this banner, which is, similar to this banner up here. That's down there, and then there's some stuff over here. So I think I'm going to try and work on it maybe once or twice in November. But I'm going to try and finish this year. There's not a lot left. I think it would be a very doable finish. But I'll talk a little bit more about my plans at the end. And the other project that I decided to attempt to work on / finish is this one here. Again, I'll just try to put a picture up here. This is the Queer Butterfly by, I believe it's Sprouting Lupine. And this was in a Pride pack from the Stitchers Collective a year or so ago. I ended up quitting because I accidentally messed up on this side. So I need to unpick that and redo that. But I've filled in most of the rainbow and some of the wings here. So again, this is another one. Once I unpick that, it'll be pretty quick to redo, but it ended up on my shit list for the rest of the month. So I think this one is another one I'm going to try and attempt to finish at the end, or later on this, at the end of the year here. Then once I got bored, oh, nope, one more. I might actually have this still pulled up. Let's see here. Yep, okay. So this is Ba Meow. I don't know who the designer is. But like there's that information there. So this is Ba Meow. This is another one that I was trying to finish, and I got a lot of work done on this one actually. So this is another one I think I'm going to attempt to finish in the next couple months here. So this is where I'm at. So I have to finish this eye, fill in the ear, and then this, like all that black stitching, and then there's some beading and cry neck. So there is not a ton left. And again, I think this will be a pretty quick finish if I can just focus on it for a day or two. And this is on a purple fabric I dyed myself. I think it's 18 count. Queer Butterfly is on a 14 count, like I think navy blue Aida that I got at Joann's, I believe. And the Sweet as Can Be is also on a 14 count light blue Aida. I believe that's from Joann's. All right, so then continuing on with what I worked on during 24 hours. Once I got bored of those projects, because I was just working them in a rotation, about every hour I would switch. I was starting to get itching for some full coverage. So I decided to pull out 2 full coverages that I know I haven't touched this year. So the first one I pulled out was Story Keep Juxtapose. Artwork is by Mika Jelena, and it is charted by Heaven and Earth. And I found out that my husband actually really likes this one, so I am not going to focus on it, but I am going to start trying to put more work into it. This is on, I think, a 28 count, like, even weave that I got, I think, from Joann's. It's like a creamish oatmeal-y color. And so that's where I got to. I only put about 200-300 stitches in, and so it was just like kind of filling in some of this green and then filling in like this stuff here. So not a lot. She is currently at 3.95%. And this is 3,084 stitches. So she's not huge. She's only 78,008 stitches. So she's a lot of confetti though. And then after I spent about an hour on her, and then I switched over to my mini Blu-ray by Leah Roche. So that's this one here. And I probably put maybe 200 stitches into this one, so not a lot. I don't even know if you'll be able to really tell what I did, but that's where I'm at. Just a lot of blue. A lot of blue. And Mini Blu-ray is at 3.82%. So, not a lot. I do enjoy working on this. It just hasn't been a priority project. And probably won't for a while. But it's fun to just pull it out and put some stitches in every now and then. Alright. I guess we'll go into my new starts. So, well, since I have this, we'll start. I have been in a full coverage mood, so I decided to start a full coverage. I started a small one. Does that make it better? So I decided to start, what is this one? Mini Spread Your Wings by Roser Portella. And that is this one. I forget who I saw on Flosstube that was working on this, and I absolutely fell in love with her. And so since I was itching to start a new full coverage, I decided that I would pick from one of my oldest full coverages. So this was probably bought around the same time as A Mermaid's Treasure, so probably about 2 years ago. And I'm just doing this on a 28 count, I think 28 count Ada that I got from Joann's. So, and that's where I got to. So I put in 776 stitches, all of it in 310, and bringing it to 1.1%. So not a lot, but not a terrible start. I've had worse starts, that's for sure. And then my 30 starts. I, of course, did not grab the picture for this, so I'll just try to remember to insert a picture here. This is the Witchy Stitcher, A Stitcher Haunts Here. And that's where I got. So this is Atomic Ranch Sleepy Hollow in 16 count. I'm not mad about this start at all. So, very happy with that. And then my third 30 for 30 for this month was my Mirabilia. And this is the Snow Queen. Yeah, Snow Queen. She is stunning. And I am doing her on, what is this? Oxygen by Atomic Ranch in 18 count. Refold this here. I do not know how big she is going to be. I bought this Ada specifically for her, but if there's like a bunch extra, I don't know. And let's see, that is my start. So also not a terrible start. So this is her dress or robe or her dress. And then I believe this is like reins. So that is where I got to so far for that. Not too shabby. And my third 30 for 30. Oh, I might have actually put the picture in here. Yay. Was this Chipmunk by Great Big Graphs, designed by Bertha S. Dunn. I had originally decided that I was going to stitch this on white Ada because the chipmunk's belly isn't stitched, but I decided I didn't want to do that. So I have some extra of Jellyfish, right? Yeah, Jellyfish Fields by Stitch Me. And I am going to stitch it on this, and I am just filling in the white with white thread. So I'm making a little extra stitching for myself, but I really didn't want to stitch it on white fabric. So that's where I got on that. I think it's like 200 some stitches. And this will just lead us into then my Deadly Aquarium by Lola Crow. So that's the mock-up. I am currently 64%, and this is also on Jellyfish Fields by Stitch Me. So it's on this half of the fabric, and that's where I'm at. I don't remember what all I did on this, but I got, you know, I got some more done, so it's really all that matters. Hopefully I can still finish it this year. I only worked on it, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 times, so not a lot. All right, and then we have A Mermaid's Treasure by Amy Stewart. I think I put maybe 600-ish stitches in. So that's this one here, and I am working over in here. So this is where it's at, and I worked in here and on these crystals, and she is at 4.4%. So there's some books down here that I would like to eventually go find. I'm debating if I'm going to do that or if I'm going to go back to page finishes. Page finishes just kind of seem to be my preferred method for stitching, so I don't know. I like going and hunting down items. I do find that fun. So I got to think about it, how I want to continue tackling this. The other thing is it feels like pages feel like more like finishes or like more progress than like going super cross country. Because then it's more spread out progress. And also I feel like it's easier to avoid like the super confetti or the, you know, little ninja stitches. I feel like it's easier to avoid those. And I also don't really want those being left for last. Because it would really suck like spending a year just going in and doing ninja stitches. So, because it's kind of hard to see, but I mean, this is what the chart, you know, how many pages is in this chart. Like it's big. So yeah, this will actually, hopefully be coming out a couple times, again, this month. All right, and then I worked on T-Rex Attack a little bit. Oh, and if I didn't say, Mermaid's Treasure is by Amy Stewart. So then I worked on T-Rex Attack by artwork by David Penfound, charted by Heaven and Earth. And I don't know how much I did, but I did some. I know I at least did a couple hundred stitches, so I think I was doing more fill-in right there. So this guy is at 10.83%. I don't have him. I might try and work on it at least once this month, but we'll see. And then I worked on my Christmas stocking for Merlin. And let's see, where's that? Artwork for that is by Jody Bergsma, and it's Walking as One. So that's this one here. And Fandom Stitching actually had a challenge this month for, it was either doing a Christmas project or a Halloween project, and so I chose to work on this one. And you guys, I am so happy with the progress. So I think you were supposed to try and stitch 26 days. I ended up doing 21 days on this. And my goal was you had to do 100 stitches for those days. I have to do 200 because I'm doing 10 stitch. So this guy got at least 200 stitches each of those days. There was a few days where it got 400. And that's where I got to. Is it showing up? Yeah. So the first 2 blocks all the way across are done. And I'm now working in the, sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how the best way to show this. I am now 3rd block down and working across. And as you can see, like, you know, I do carry the flosses down as needed. But the way I am working this piece, because the pages are kind of wonky, is I'm just going across. So I am just working my way, you know, across or this way depending on my mood, and by block. And then I just kind of fill in, work my way down. So, and I am so excited. I got this to 9.31%. It was so close to 10%. But then I lost interest. So my goal for this month with this is I'm going to try and get it to 10%. I don't need to do a ton of work on it, but it'd be really fun to start this one off at the beginning of next year at 10%. And the final project, and the one that I spent the most time on, is my astrology cat. This is the Heaven and Earth 2024 stitch along. Artwork is by Ciro Chiro Marchetti, and this is what it'll look like when it's done. And where's the, oh, I forgot I was stitching on this before filming. So, but I am going to take the Q snap off because I want to move the Q snap. So you're gonna get a full look at it. Oh yeah, this is gonna make me like feel so much better about my work on it. All right, I got a lot done, you guys. Okay, I got a lot done. This needle minder is super heavy. So I don't remember what percentage I was at when I last showed it to you. I think it was 60 something. I am at 84.1%. I have finished the page I was working on. I finished this page. I have finished this page. And I have 2 pages, like a page and a half left. Okay. He looks so good. Oh my god, he looks so good in the camera. Oh, I'm so excited about this. Unfortunately, I do have some weird, I don't know what the heck happened. I do have some warping right here. I don't even know what happened, but oh well. Oh my god, he looks so good. I will finish him. I will finish him. I my current goal is before Thanksgiving. That's my current goal. So we will see. Oh, he looks so good. Oh my god, I'm so excited. So yeah, I want to move the Q-snap so as I'm working I can actually like see my finish line here. So there's a good chance I might just kind of work all within, you know, all of that. Then hopefully by my next Flosstube this will be finished. That's gonna be the goal. So super excited about that. So I have less than 10,000 stitches. There are 60,600 stitches total, and I'm at 50,906. So I'm very excited about that. I'm very excited to almost be done. All right. So I'm going to do plans and then haul. So plans for this month. Finish Astrology Cat. He is probably going to be mostly monogamous until he is done. And then I want to work on other stuff because if I want to get him done by Thanksgiving, I needed to just put in like 800-900 stitches a day. So probably just mostly him. I am starting a stitch along probably this weekend. I don't know how much I'll actually work on it until he's done, but I'm gonna at least start it. And then after he's done, I really want to focus on finishing things. I have 4 starts planned for this month. The stitch along, this kind of goes with haul, but there is a group of stitchers who are going to be starting a stitch along. And so I'm going to I wanted to join in because I absolutely adore this pattern. And I heard about it through Vani, I believe is her name, from Thread the Needle. If you don't watch her, you should. She is great. She does a lot of full coverages. I think she does almost only full coverages. And yeah, I love everything that she's working on. And so I heard about this through her, because her and a few other people are going to be starting it. And I'll just show it now. So Haid had a sale. And so I decided that I needed her, and I saw when they posted her as a new release, and I was just like, oh my god, she is gorgeous, but I don't need her. And then I heard that a bunch of people were starting her, and I was like, okay, fine. So this is, Arabic Princess by Genovia Art. So I'll be starting that, and then I have my 2 30 for 30s, and I guess I'll throw that in here. Hi. So I am here to do my November 30 for 30 draws, and this is going to be the last 30 for 30 draw that I do. So I guess let's see what I get. Still got a few that won't get touched this year, and probably not next, but that's okay. All right, first one, Rapunzel. Ooh, okay, I believe this is a Donna stitch. There's a few people who are stitching some of these, so I'm excited about this one. I absolutely love that. And what's going to be the last one? All right. Cleopatra. And it's funny because I was debating just being like, she's gonna be my last one anyways, because I didn't think I would draw into her. So I'm excited about this one. This is a Bella Filipina. So 2 really big ones for my last month. Cool. All right, I'll see you guys back in the main video. Bye. So you should be back by now. And let's see here. So the 2 that I will be starting for my 30 for 30 and my last 30 for 30, I'm a little sad about that. But I also don't need any more I don't need too many more new starts this year. Here it is. I'm gonna be starting this one. Tangled is probably, I think it's probably my favorite Disney princess movie. I love Tangled so much, with Moana coming in a close second. This is by, I think it's, yeah, Donna Stitch. So I will be starting that. And then I will be starting, and I think, I haven't decided. I'm debating if I want to do that on white or if I want to dye fabric for it. If I dye fabric, I might do like a dark blue. I think that could be kind of cool. And then my other start is Cleopatra, Queen of the Nile by Bella Filipina. And I am so excited to start her. I have wanted to start her for probably a year, but she is expensive to kit up. So I finally bit the bullet. I did not order everything. I did not order beads. I ordered what cry neck I could, and then I will be switching some of it to petite treasure braid. I did find some conversions, so I'll be doing some of that. And then there's Karen water lilies, so I got some of those. I got some the cry necks. I think I have all the Karen water lilies and some of the cry necks, but I have enough to get me started. And I will be doing her on Bronze Age by Be Stitch Me in 18 count. So it's a little bit, it's not really showing up true. See if holding over the lights. Yeah, it's a little bit redder, or like pinker or orangish. I don't really know. But it's showing up much more, it's brown, but it has a lot of like reddish, orangish undertones. So I'm very excited to be starting her. And then Fandom is doing like a princess event, so I'm gonna do that. And I think I just have a bunch of full coverages set up to do stitches in those. And I'm gonna try to get my stocking to 10%. So, and if I can knock out some small finishes in between there, great. If not, I think that's going to be December's goal. So, next year, I was gonna segue into that, I guess. So next year, I have decided that I'm going to do, I'm going to try and do finishes with some, special rules. So I don't really know how many projects I am going to do, or how many projects I have. I believe it's upwards of 100 at this point, but I'm not 100% sure. As I think many of you who have been with me a while know, I love starting stuff. But I also really like finishing stuff and getting it on my wall. So I really want to focus on trying to finish things. My plan, and I'm still kind of working out how I want to go about this exactly, is I am going to take 25 of my whips, and those are going to be my focuses. And I'm basically just going to pretend that I have 25 whips. It's technically going to be 26 because I am going to do another bookshelf, but I'm not going to count the bookshelf, I guess, as like one of them because it's really just going to be worked on to, you know, fill in and add books. I mean, yes, it's technically a whip, but I'm just going to kind of conveniently like leave that out. So, I have a few projects that are going to be like preset on there. The Hade sale, because I'm going to do the 2025 Hade sale, which if you want to do that, you need to sign up now. I think you have until December 15th. Downside, charts are bigger this year. I think the one that I chose is like 84,000 stitches instead of 60,000. So, she did make them bigger, which kind of sucks. Which also means I don't think I'm going to finish it next year. But anyways, I digress. If you go take a look at the charts, they're really fun. And honestly, it's been kind of fun to focus on trying to finish a Hade in a year. Anyways, so the Hade stitch along will be like my priority piece. Mini T-Rex attack. I also would like to attempt to finish that next year. My stocking for Merlin, I would like to get to 50 to 60%. And then I'm going to pre-pick 2 or 3 stitch alongs that I want to finish. My one rule that I have decided that I would give myself is if I want to start another stitch along, because I love stitch alongs, I have to finish an older stitch along. So I'm going to always keep like a rotation of probably 3 stitch alongs going. So that way I can attempt to finish stitch alongs in order to join them. I have also decided that I'm going to allow myself the opportunity of 7 new starts, 2 of which will be stockings. I would like to start a stocking for myself and a stocking for my husband, since, you know, I have Merlin's coin. And then, you know, 5 of just kind of whatever I want. But the way I'm going to structure this is after I have like my preset of, you know, my couple of Hades. Oh, and a Mermaid's Treasure. She's going to stay on because I want to get more work on her next year. Is I will then make a wheel of all my whips, and I'm going to use that wheel to select what the rest of the projects are going to be for my focuses. And after those are all chosen, then I will add in the new start options. Now the sal starts are completely like different. They'll be separate. Like I have to actually complete a stitch along that has been chosen in order to start that. So that'll be like an automatic start. There's also, if I spin into a few of my other projects, they also like have a separate rule. So I have 2 of the Emma Congdon books. So if I happen to roll or spin into one of those and I happen to finish the project that I'm currently working on, I will then use that space to start a new project from that book. Any other project that, if I'm lucky enough to finish, will then, my next Flosstube, I will spin to replace that project with an older project. My hope is that I will take away some of the decision fatigue that I get when I'm trying to decide what to work on by just having this set list of projects that I'm focusing on. Because I definitely get my days where I'm like, I want to stitch, but I have so many projects now that I don't know what I want to stitch on. And then if I spin projects like heads, my plan is the finish for them will be a page. And then when I finish that page, I will then decide to keep it and continue working on it. I don't think I'm going to make myself be like, oh, you got to complete another page. But then maybe it'll go month by month or something like that. And so then, like, you know, if I spin juxtapose in January, I finish a page and I'm like, you know what, I want to put more work in her, then I'll reevaluate at the end of February if I want to continue working, if I want to keep her in or if I want to respin. So that will be my plans. That is my plan for next year. And I think I was debating if I wanted to start this in December, but I do have at least one start planned for December, and I think I want to actually really focus on finishing in December. So trying to get Deadly Aquarium finished and maybe some other small finishes just to try and get as many as I can done. So that is my plans for this month and coming into 2025. And I'm excited about it. I'm having fun starting things, but I'm also getting kind of tired of it. Okay, haul. I don't always have haul, but I have haul. So I forgot last Flosstube that I won a pattern. I believe it is Pink Lily Designs. Yeah, Pink Lily Patterns off of Etsy. She has an Instagram and she posted like a giveaway and I won. So, oops. It was, you can choose any pattern from her site. And this is the one I chose. So this is Underwater Bookshop. And I think it's really fun. So I really want to start it. I might start this. I want to dye some light blue Ada for it though, because it is, you know, it's not necessarily full coverage, like, you know, there's no stitching up in here or anything like that. So, but I kind of want to start this. It's so pretty. And I'm also very curious how her patterns stitch up. So I won that. And then I go here. And then I saw that Needle Lot Designs was starting a stitch along, and I love her designs. I haven't stitched any, but I absolutely love them. So I ordered the stitch along, and I will show you what was just released this morning. And then I also bought Whale with Boat, because that's super pretty. All right, and then this is what was released for the stitch along so far. And then there's gonna be some like animals and stuff down here, and I'm excited. So pretty. I can't wait to get started on that. And then I'm sure many of you heard about Unconventional X Stitch and the fire that they had. So I went and bought some patterns to show my support. And I got, what is this one? Pirate Cat by Natalie Ewart. Can you tell I like cats dressed up as people and pirates? Yeah. But it's so cute. Like, I freaking love this. Okay. If I spin into a new start next year, that might be one of them. That or, if you do not like nudity, please look away. This Comes with Knives by Echo Chernik. And nudity will be ensuing. So, this is it. She is absolutely stunning. And that tiger, oh my god. She is really big. If I spin into a new start, she will probably be the first thing I start. I want to stitch her so bad. She's absolutely gorgeous. All right, you can look again. And then, Hade had a sale. So, I already showed you the Arabic Princess. And then I got the Winter Reading Nook by Amy Stewart. I've been eyeballing this one for a while, so I finally just bit the bullet and bought it. Absolutely love. Love, love, love. And Mini Hagar by Jeff Haney. There's a couple that Jeff Haney has that I want to do. I absolutely love his cats. So, yeah, I love this guy. He's so fun. I don't know. I felt like there was more haul than that, but I guess not. And that's probably not a bad thing. Thread Geeks is having a sale, and I'm debating buying some from there, but I'm also like, I really don't need them. So I'm trying really hard to avoid buying any more patterns. There is somebody doing a like charity bookmarks on Instagram. I can't remember who it is though, unfortunately. So I might end up buying those. I think that's all of like the haul. I mean, I've bought fabric, but it's mostly just, white 28 count so I can start full coverages. Yeah, I think that's everything cross stitch related. So I don't really have much to talk about life. We went trick-or-treating last night, so that was fun. Merlin had a blast. He dressed up as a dinosaur. Shocker. We actually kind of lucked out. His Halloween costume from last year still fit. So we just had him rewear that because honestly, we probably could have taken him in to get a new costume and he probably would have picked a dinosaur. So it was like, you know what, just your interest hasn't changed much in a year. We're just gonna go with that. So he had fun. He got a lot of candy. Yeah. Just been, doing a lot of stitching, a lot of schoolwork. That's about it. And now I'm just kind of rambling. So I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. And if you made it this far, thank you. And I hope to see you again next month. Bye.